Well, welcome back to another Dyno Days video, a red FN2 in the house. Please ignore the sound of the rattling AFR sensor in the tailpipe. This car's been here a little while and we will go through that at the end. But yeah, it's time for a remap, bit of a map tweak after some exhaust modifications. So let's get on with it, because I tell you what, it's gone 5 o'clock. Hey guys, because you're watching this video, the chances are you probably are a Honda fan. One of the most important things for Hondas is oil. And thankfully, Dyno Days have picked up an awesome sponsor.
Our first sponsor.
Our first sponsor that's relevant. People have been trying to sponsor us milkshakes and ready-made meals and all sorts of nonsense that we're not interested in, but you guys are going to be interested in oil. So, worldoflubricant.co.uk have sponsored us and these videos. And they've got a great deal for you guys on their website. You drop in the code DYNO. I'll put links below and stuff, but you drop the code in DYNO, you get a load of money off. You can spend more money on additives or top-up oils, or you could just save yourself a packet and keep servicing your Hondas, which is what it's all about, ain't it?
Totally. I mean, like I say, great selection, loads of different stuff. It's not just oils. They do different things. There's some anti-seize stuff and whatever when I had a quick look through myself. So, yeah, check them out.
Well, red FN2, and we had seen this one previously for a remap back in September of last year. Since then, he rebooked in, and this is going back a week or so ago now, booked in for an MOT. MOT and rear beam.
MOT, rear beam bushes and clean up an underseal, weren't it, if I remember correctly?
That's right.
Yeah, that soon turned into a massive amount of work, didn't it? We had a quick look underneath it and thought, yeah, this looks really crusty and doesn't look very good. So we sort of cleaned up some areas where we know they're obviously bad and it dropped into holes. And I dragged the MOT tester over and said, have a quick look at this, see if there's anything else that you might obviously want doing for MOT.
And he could see through the rear beam.
Yeah, he could. So to be honest, I'd looked at it quickly, but hadn't really looked at it in great detail. And he went straight to the rear beam, obviously started scanning it, because obviously he knows that these are quite common. He's like, oh yeah, there's a hole there around where the anti-roll bar bit goes through. It's all corroded there, it's all crusty. I was like, oh yeah, well spotted.
You can actually see sunlight.
Yeah, see sunlight through it. So obviously it needed a rear beam in it. So then it was sort of all stop at that point. So rear beam came out, exhaust came off, complete clean up and under seal underneath.
And welding.
And obviously welding. sorted that out, then obviously clean up an underseal, put the exhaust back on, new rear beam, all the associated parts, backing plates, disc pads, rear pads were seized, obviously rear discs were no good, so it had disc pads on it as well. We had rear beam bushes, obviously we changed them to poly because obviously the new beam comes with bushes in but not poly bushes, so we swapped them to poly bushes. Trying to think what else it had. Coilovers. It had BC coilovers
because the rear springs
and rear shocks were heavily corroded, so then obviously we went down the coilover route. It's had full alignment. Obviously we've now took it for the MOT. It's got a 4-to-1 manifold with a sports cat welded into it, so obviously went through the MOT today, no problem. Full alignment in the morning for this car, and it can go back to the owner, I think.
Yeah, and we've just finished mapping it.
Yeah.
Not a great deal to write home about on this one.
I believe the only change from when we saw this car last time was the exhaust. He changed it to a Tegiwa 70mm, but I still feel that where this car's lacking is because it's got the 4-to-1 and it's got some sort of sports cat welded into it. That's not a combination that we normally see. It's either TypeR manifold and sports cat, ain't it? Or a 4-to-1 decat.
Yeah, because it's got a Skunk 2 induction kit, which are fairly good.
Yeah, Skunk 2 induction kit's okay, isn't it? Yeah, I'd expect it to make around the 220 mark.
If this was just the 4-to-1 from Tegiwa or Japspeed, it would have fared better.
I think so.
It's that cat, the unknown cat.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't know. Yeah, you got no idea what that cat is. Oh, I don't know what that cat is. I suppose because you don't know whether it's a 400 cell, 200 cell, whatever. You don't know, do you? Yeah, so I don't know, maybe a bit of a revision could be done there, but obviously he wants to keep it legal and that's why it's in there. Possibly want to change to the TypeR manifold and sports cat, to be honest. I think you get a bit more flow out of it, and definitely want to go down the route of an RRC, don't you, to unlock some decent power.
Yeah, absolutely now, absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
this car, let's not beat about the bush, this car's cost this young man some money.
Yeah, it definitely has.
He loves it, and his heart was in it, and he decided that he wanted to keep this one and fix this one. So respect for that. As we all know, you know, the FN2s, you could, for the amount of money he spent repairing this one, you could buy an FN2.
Yeah, for sure.
But that just shows you the passion, and once you love, like my FN2, whatever happened to mine, I'd want to keep my one. So, but there we go. Shall we look at the graph?
Let's have a look at the graph.
How many times did you cut yourself working on this vehicle?
Only once.
Just the once?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, let's go.
Well, not a great deal to look at. Red line is as she came in, blue line is as she leaves. It's a map tweak with just some flow in the exhaust, extra flow. We've got ourselves 215 brake horsepower, 216. Not bad. As Richard always says, more modifications do equal more power, especially when it comes to flow. But yeah, there we go. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, guys. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. I hope you've enjoyed Richard talking about how much effort and sweat and blood and tears went into this one. And we'll see you on the next one, won't we, Rich?
Indeed.
Before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.